Well, here we are. Quick press conference time.
Fuck,
everyone.
We come to you live from the McElroy Brothers Studios.
Where
in beautiful Burbank.
If it was live, then we would have had this shit dead to rights on tape. But then we lost it.
Okay, friends, beloved friends, did you yesterday feel a disturbance in the comedy energy? Did you feel a great shuddering of bits of precious, finite goofs being lost to the ether?
I picture it like in Minority Report when the three people in the pool like sense a murder coming, where just suddenly everybody starts shaking and going, "The jokes are dying."
Yeah, every listener of MBMBaM, a red ball appeared on their doorstep, and when they picked it up and looked at it, it just said, "Some dick jokes," because they got killed, and we lost them to that. Justin's recording of the second half of the podcast got
This one is not on me for a change. This is definitely on Audacity.
And Teresa asked me this morning, she was like, "How does that happen?" And my response was, "Well, here's the thing about computers. I don't know."
He literally, it's inexplicable. If you're a data expert, the end of the podcast was fine for him. The beginning of the podcast was fine for him, which you just heard. You just heard the first half of our original recording, and now here we are back again because he lost like 8 minutes in there somewhere, and shit sucked. Shit sucked, everyone. Okay, well, I guess let's do it again. One more again.
One more again.
Same goofs again.
Well, not the same goofs, different goofs, but...
No, I'm doing the same goofs. I'm not writing more material. I write all my material. Did I tell you guys that?
I didn't know that.
What question did we do last time that got lost to the ether?
The note on the desk.
See, that one, let me tell you all how it went last time. That wasn't gold. It was all of us got really indignantly angry at this one.
I was angry, yeah. So let's see how we react this time.
Okay, last time it was indignant anger. And then this time, who knows? It could be joyous laughter, love, and acceptance.
Don't cry for that show. That show's gone. That show never existed. This is the new show.
That's an alternate timeline.
Yep, absolutely. Maybe your life would have been changed by that. I have no idea. You have to deal with this. One of my coworkers just transferred to a different office.
See, you didn't say transferred last time, so it's already really super different.
Goof. The day after he left, I found a note on my desk from him saying how he was always too tongue-tied around me to say anything, but he thinks that I'm beautiful and wished he could have gotten to know me better. I'm not interested in him romantically, but I do think he's a nice guy and appreciate the guts it took to even leave the note. Read. None. I want to thank him. That's my editorialization. I want to thank him for the compliment, but will it sound at all sincere when it's followed by, "But I'm just not interested"?
Yes.
Would it be better if I said nothing at all? That's from Secretly Admired in St. Louis. Good news. I'm still angry.
Yeah.
It still sucks.
Me too.
If anything, I'm more angry, for I have not had my breakfast.
It's just like, let's cut to the quick.
Okay.
Let's not beat it. There was a lot of bush beating last time.
We talked about it for an hour and a half yesterday.
I wrote about that in my diary at night, my post-show diary. Felt like there was a lot of bush beating. Hope Recording gets eaten by Jesus.
Well, here
would like another shot.
This shouldn't be on you. This sucks. It's like it's such a weird way to go about this. Like, it's that you say that it took guts to leave the note, and maybe that's true to a small amount, but it took significantly less guts than just like walking up to you and talking to you in the first place. And if this was like a Jim Pam situation where you guys were like fast friends and you actually talked and hung out and stuff, that would be cool. But this is just like a weird mash note from somebody who like literally didn't give you the time of day until it was time for him to bounce. Then he was like, "Hey, by the way, I always thought you were a pretty boy." And then a ripcord pulled him out the window.
The good news is what
he air hooked. He sky hooked out.
What you have to do, your responsibility in this situation, is nothing.
Yeah.
Because this is as far as you need to go. Unfold note. Read. Oh, that's nice. Garbage.
Because old giant blunt.
Because basically what this person has tried to do, whether they realize it or not, is say, "I'm going to put the onus on you to make contact because I'm a chicken shit."
That's absolutely true. This is where like infinity romantic comedies have ruined people's perception of how this shit works, because this guy is expecting you'll read the note and be like, "Really, Devin? You? All this
I always
time?"
felt the same, Devin.
Yeah, she'll like jump out, like run through the rain to like the other office across town to like, please don't do this. I've always loved you too from afar.
But now
the
you would just
problem-
chase him through the rain and be like, thank you, but I am not interested in you romantically. Good
I
sir.
do not
Here's
want that dick.
Here is an umbrella. I am not interested in that dick, but do take this umbrella because you got to keep that dick dry.
Here's the way that this works in the real world. How it should work is you look across the office, you see Susan like first time, and you're like, oh, she's cute. And you walk over and you say, hey, I'm Devin. Is this your first day of the office? Yeah, it's great. Do you want to like grab a drink after work? And I can tell you all about how things
Well,
work
don't
around
do that.
here.
No, don't do that off the jump.
Maybe not first day, but like if you like her, ask her out.
Your coworkers, though, that might be illegal.
So?
Ooh, what if? Oh God, we didn't even see. It's good. We should take a second pass at every question because we don't get to that erudite nug until our second go round. What if it's like illegal? What if the HR rep is like, no?
That's what makes
kissing?
it sexy.
I'm fair. That's what makes it sexy, right? I do think that would have been noted in the question had that been the case.
Hey, did y'all just kiss? No, Thomas, we didn't.
guys stink like kissing.
What is that even?
Kiss during the
I
prank.
smell
There's
kiss juice all over you.
There's kiss juice all over.
Hey, listen, mother slappers. I just went in the bathroom and some reeks of kisses in there.
Now, I will say something did occur to me yes, upon this second attempt that did not occur to me yesterday. She says, you know what? I shouldn't gender her. I don't know. Man, woman, whatever. This question asker says, I think that he's a nice guy and I appreciate the guts. Although he does say beautiful, which would be kind of an odd.
Is it beautiful? Well, David Bowie's a beautiful man.
Fair enough, yeah. I do think he's a nice guy and appreciate the guts it took to leave the note, but I'm not interested in him romantically. We yesterday chastised the note leaver, but it sounds like they kind of nailed it. Like, it sounds like they did have a correct read on the situation as it stands. Like, I do need to get this off my chest, and I do recognize that this is not a thing that is happening. So I'm doing this due diligence to just get this out into the universe because, like, my read on the situation, which, as it turns out, is 100% on the money, is that you do not desire a further relationship with me.
Oh, so he's a precog.
I'm saying there's a lot of precognitive shit going on.
But no,
right
Justin,
now.
it's a
and
self-fulfilling.
God, wouldn't love just be so much easier? Matters of the heart be so much easier if there were little red and brown balls telling you.
But the problem is this is a self-fulfilling precog. Because basically, what he did was he made himself, like, she wants a dude, or they want, everybody wants someone who's willing to, like, put at least enough skin in the game.
Fight for me, Devin.
Say words out loud. Don't be a paper warrior. Fucking say words out loud to make things happen. Because those are the kinds of people that go, you know what? Sure. You risked a little bit. I'm willing to see how this goes.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Exactly. You don't get that biscuit for being a paper warrior.
He's trying to get a biscuit risk-free. And that's good. It's gonna be too hard. It's gonna be a 2-day-old biscuit. It's gonna be crunchy and unpleasant.
This is what you do. This is the time you use that note. You write a note that says, look up. And they look up and you're standing there and you say, hey, that's okay. A little creepy. But at least, like, if that's your intro, that's your plan, go for it. But this, like, I'm a ghost. I left the office. And only now, in my will, do you find out I liked you. Like, that's not the way to go.
Here's the reason that you should not respond to this. Because if you respond to it and say, hey, listen, I think you're a nice guy. This is a really brave gesture, but I'm just not that interested. Then what this guy like will learn from this is like, wow, that was a good approach. Wasn't the right person, but maybe next time when I transfer offices, there'll be somebody here where that seed will find purchase.
And he'll post on the message boards and be like, it almost worked this time, fellas. Next time.
Listen, colleagues, no risk required. It's a biscuit parade out there. Go nuts. Just reach out your hands and run through the streets. Grab as many biscuits as you can take. It's just insane.
I'm just irritated because this is a person who is generating their own misconnection. They're like, this isn't a misconnection. You were there every day.
Yeah.
Like, they were there every day. Just risk it.
Yeah.
And then, perhaps, people think that just because they risk it, they're guaranteed a biscuit. That's inaccurate.
No.
There is no
it's
guaranteed
not a
biscuit.
What?
There's no guaranteed biscuit.
Right, that's right. You all non-riskers don't get biscuits, but not all riskers get biscuits, and that's just how the cookie crumbles.
A biscuit in harbor is safe, and a biscuit on the water gets soggy, but sometimes you want a soggy bit. I lost the thread.
And like soaked with seawater? That would be fucking disgusting.
We're not saying that this is easy. Like, it's obviously not easy. Like, if I wasn't happily married right now and I had to be in this game again, I would be. This might be me. Like, and back in my 20s.
Oh, you know? Was me. I was this dude. Terrifying. I was note guy, and like I burned you a CD. Oh, what's that in the liners? It's a confession of my love. I'm gone though, so hopefully we'll run into each other tomorrow, and you can tell me you liked it. Bye. Like Travis shaped hole in the wall.
This has nothing to do with like any sort of like alpha male friend zone garbage. Like, we're not like it's not that like I'm just the nice guy in the corner and she does her, like, I'm not talking about that. Like that's a whole other weird subset of this question. What I'm talking about is just having basic human communication skills. And I know it's intimidating, and like right now there's probably some of you on the phone like, hey, this is really insensitive to those of us who can't. You can't today, you can tomorrow maybe.
And that's the
thing. Get on that horse and ride. Risk that biscuit.
A lot of that like nice guy friend zone bullshit comes from stuff like this, where like if you're not, and I'm sorry to like put baby in a corner and call people out, but like if you're not willing to risk it for the biscuit, like how do you expect them to be like, okay, well, I guess I'm willing to do the work and reach out to you now. Like what do you think you're putting forth in a letter that says, I was too scared to talk to you, but we should totally date now? Like that,
also,
that's not a good impression. That's not a good look.
What does the future of that relationship look like? Okay, madam, that sounds like a fine order. And sir, what will you have? Oh, you're standing up from the table, you're leaving a note, and you're walking away from the table. I'm sorry, he does this every time. He wants a chicken parmesan. You don't have to read the stupid note.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it is, people will respect, even if they don't want to go out on a date with you, even if they're not interested in you, they'll at least respect that in this day and age of texting and like messaging and fucking note leavers, that if you're like, hey, this is me, a human being standing in front of you, I would like to ask you on a date. No? Okay, great. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye.
I don't even have a problem with the note if it's like, if you're still at the office. If you're like literally like, I get really tongue-tied whenever I try to talk to you, and I just wanted to try to say to you like, hey, I'd like to go out sometime and maybe get to know you and get a bit more comfortable. I'm fine with even that. Own your shit. Like, if your shit is that you can't, like, you do get tongue-tied in these situations, like, own it. Just don't like leave a note and then parachute out. It's insane. Nothing will come of that.
Hey,
and if you make something come of that, you are perpetuating this insane strategy to relationships.
It worked for that lady in Love Actually. She left a note. And she's if I can't say it at Christmas, well, can I say it? I'm yours, David.
And now let me take you on a tour through your past. Long past? Your past, Stephen.
My side of house rule is number 1, I love you. I don't know why Griffin was doing Michael Caine as the British woman, but
it's the only. So my British woman accent is just an upscale Michael Caine. Do you guys want a Yahoo?
Yes, please.
I just want to put a button in that real quick. We're not chastising anybody. Everybody's got their shit. God knows I have mine when it comes to like social situations. We're trying to inspire you. Don't live life on the sidelines.
It's not chastising. It's like it's the truth. And what sucks is that if you do stuff like this where it's like I left a note and they didn't answer, it's just gonna make it harder for you. Like, you're just gonna be
Absolutely.
Like, well, this fucking nothing works because you tried a thing that can't work. You know what I mean?
Well, and what it is it's this actualization. It's this like you tell yourself that it's a romantic gesture when really what it is you tried to find like the easiest, least scary thing. That's not a romantic gesture. If like you waited until you weren't around, left a note that they didn't have to respond to your face, that's not a romantic gesture. Is I did something risky and it didn't work, or it did work,
and I got that biscuit.
That's a romantic gesture. So don't just make sure you're not convincing yourself that you're doing something romantic when really you're just looking for an easy out and hoping they'll do all the work.
As long as we're putting buttons in things, I do want to stress that this whole time I've not been referring to women as biscuits.
No.
Right.
That much is clear, right? Because I don't want people to think that I'm some sort of weird, like, misogynist that doesn't, like, get it. Like, I'm a misogynist who's just, like, trying to get things going. Like, hey, guys, what if we called all women biscuits, right?
No, you're talking about more of, like, the ephemeral, metaphorical, eternal biscuit.
A desirable thing.
Yes.
Which, ironically enough, for me, is a biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
I could go for a biscuit right now. I'd crush a biscuit.
I would ruin a biscuit right now. I would.
Griffin, you got a Yahoo for
I
us?
would devastate a biscuit. Yeah, I got.
I would ruin that biscuit. Wouldn't be able to look me in the eye afterwards.